warm welcome to the Boulevard at Hull for this rearranged fixture where Hull should have entertained the Saints last Sunday, but with Saints being involved in the John Player semi-final at Wigan, Hull wanted to rearrange it very quickly. I don't think Saints wanted to play it so early, but the Rugby League ruled, and here we are tonight at the Boulevard. Saints first out on the pitch. Just a few changes in the Saints side. I'll just run through them for you now. Number 1, Phil Vevers. 2, back at right wing, Mike Carrington. 3, Michael O'Connor. 4, Paul Loughlin. 5, Les Quirk. 6, Shane Cooper. 7, Neil Holding. 8, Tony Burke. 9, David Cosgrove. In at 10 is John Fieldhouse. Stuart Evans was due back after his 3-match suspension, but he's unfortunately got flu. Number 11, Bernard Dwyer. 12, Roy Haggerty. 13, Paul Barteen. 14, Darren Blewer. And 15, Sean Allen. The whole team now. Number 1, Paul Fletcher. 2, Paul Eastwood. 3, David Moon. 4, Richard Price. 5, Dane O'Hara. 6, Gary Pearce. 7, Craig Coleman. 8, Andy Dannett. 9, Lee Jackson. 10, David Boyle. 11, Tim Wilby. 12, John Sharp. 13, Gary Diverty. 14, Phil Windley. And 15, Paul Wellham. The referee for tonight is Jeff Berry.
This bloke here. No, it's your state. No, him and me. That's it. That's it. Police doing the commentary. Well, that's police regulation. I don't want a commentary. This is not stand and one video.
Well, due to the Hull coach here, Mr. Brian Smith, he's just come up and stamped his authority, and I'm just being removed now from the video stand. So I just hope we'll give them the same hospitality when they come over to Nosey Road.
I've already enjoyed it.
You do realise you use our stand, you know?
Sorry?
We give you all the facilities at Saints.
You can you use whatever you can. I don't care what happens there, but we can't have another place up here.
We'll just
Not my rule. You can all stand up here for all I care, but the police will remove a lot of us.
I'm going down, Peter.
Well, have you got to stay up?
I'm going to stay up. If he wants to stay and the police remove him, that's up to him.
The police remove him. Okay. You're right.
Well, at present I am back on the air, but under protest, and any time during the game I may have to go down from this gantry, so you just have to bear with us. But it's Saints in possession. Shane Cooper out to Mike Carrington on the right wing. Dane O'Hara quickly in there. The Saints back to Shane Cooper, taking it up to full-back Paul Fletcher. Came from the Salford club, Paul Fletcher, a good full-back, good running full-back. It's taken down centre field by Bernard Dwyer, but it's Hull in possession. Lee Jackson attacks in half-back, on to number 7, Craig Coleman. He kicks it deep. Phil Vevers has to turn round. Takes it on his own goal, on his own try line. 3 Hull defenders come up very quickly. Les Quirk attacks in half-back, up to the 25. Scored 2 tries in that defeat by Widnes at Wigan last Saturday. But it's Saints in possession in their own 25. Tony Burke trying to move it to the left. On to Bernard Dwyer. Tackling there, and Hull come up with the ball. On to number 12, John Sharp. Hull moving it quickly to the left. Dane O'Hara, veteran Kiwi campaigner, brought down there, the 3-man Hull tackle. Hull moving it now. Number 11, Tim Wilby coming onto it. Looked to hint forward, but play's allowed to go on. The referee Berry lined up with the Saints there. Craig Coleman, change of direction. Good burst there from this Hull forward. Obviously, as I said, my view's just a little impaired, so you'll have to bear with me. Reverse pass inside to number 12, John Sharp, and he touches down just 10 yards in from this near side touchline. So after just about 3 minutes, Hull take an early lead. It's Sharp going in for a try after some sustained pressure from the Hull outfit. Craig Coleman coming through there. A reverse diagonal pass to John Sharp, and he touches down, as I said, 10 yards in from this near side touchline. So Paul Eastwood now. Prolific goal kicker in his own right. Hull hoping to do the double over the Saints in the league this season. It's the third meeting between the two teams, and Saints were well beaten at Nosey Road by 20 points to 9 with tries from Price, Dannett, Moon and 4 Eastwood goals. Saints were leading at half time by 9 points to 8, but didn't score in the second half. Hull came back and certainly ripped shreds into the Saints defence. So it's Paul Eastwood now, composing himself. Just about 25 yards out, and as I said, just over 10 yards in. Trying to convert this third minute John Sharp try. So takes it to the left. Points going a begging there for the Hull outfit, but it's still Hull 4 points to 0 in the lead. Also in the John Player tie at Nosey Road, Saints just coming through by 16 points to 13. That try by Michael O'Connor just 4 minutes from the end of the game. It's Paul Loughlin. Kicks up deep into the Hull 25. And Bernard Dwyer in at the tackle. But Hull, the forwards, moving up forward, head down and driving into the Saints defence. Spreading it to the left. Quick hands there, but Shane Cooper saw the danger, moved up very quickly. Lee Jackson back in half back for Hull. Michael Carrington takes it well after a good kick from Gary Pearce there. Beavers going on his own from acting half-back. Phil Beavers moving up into an attacking position. Saints bring it blindside. Roy Haggerty. Andy Dannett, one of the tacklers in there with Dane O'Hara. Paul Vaulting now. Saints moving it quickly to the left. Bad pass from Neil Holding, but Bernard Dwyer takes it well. Feeds back to John Fieldhouse. Moving it left. Paul Loughlin and Les Quirk over there on the left wing for Saints. The last tackle of this set of 6. Well, back to Paul Vaulting. A mighty kick upfield. Fletcher has to let it bounce and then retrieves it. Paul Vaulting moves up very quickly. Let's Fletcher down in the 25. Saints come up with the ball. Take the ball off the Hull man in the tackle. Well, Judge referee Haig wasn't refereeing, as I say, because he penalised us twice for that. Quick hands now. Michael Carrington. And the forward pass being ruled by referee Berry is a full 10-15 yards in front of the action. But he managed to see that forward pass. Scrum down just outside the Hull 25. Craig Coleman to feed. In the previous 2 matches with Saints and Hull, this Craig Coleman has certainly proved his worth. Certainly a wily campaigner. Well, referee Berry doesn't want the forwards to pack yet till he's ready. Well, Coleman penalised for feeding, and rightly so. The ball never went anywhere near the tunnel. So Saints awarded the first penalty. Neil Holding with the added yardage to touch, and finds touch about 15 yards from the Hull line. 6 tackles for Saints to make it count. Tony Burke, first man in. Running crossfield, now brought down just about 10 yards from the Hull posts. Left to David Cosgrove. Only goes one way, this Cosgrove, straight forward. Third game in the hooking roll. As Holding brings it back inside to Michael O'Connor, but he's going crossfield, trying to create a little bit of space. An awkward ball there from Neil Holding. Michael O'Connor forced back by some superb Hull tackling, but it's Paul Vartin takes the ball from the acting halfback and drives upfield. Bernard Dwyer, Shane Cooper, Roy Haggerty has to take the tackle. Takes wanted quick hands there, but good tackle from Hull. Smothered tackled Haggerty. Cooper rubbers through. Will take the ball. Good idea there from Shane Cooper on the sixth tackle to create some space. It's Hull driving away, running hard. Already 4 points to 0 in the lead, and Craig Coleman possession kicking. Finds touch. Good kick from Coleman, 5 yards inside the Saints 25. Saves a lot of running for these Hull forwards early on, and Craig Coleman obviously is going to peg Saints back in their own half, preferably in their own 25. Saints feed, Neil Holding to feed, and this time Neil Holding penalised for feeding at the scrum. Differential penalty. That is Paul Eastwood. Gaining added yardage. It now puts Hull back on the attack now. Just about 20 yards, no, about 10 yards now from the Saints line. Coleman working the loop movement there. But it's Hull now putting the pressure, turning it inside. Number 11, Tim Wilby. Hull driving towards the Saints line. This big forward there. Andy Dannett driving towards the Saints line. Brought down just a couple of yards short. Well, Haggerty comes up with the ball. Kicks it upfield. I think the knock-on being ruled by referee Perry. It's a scrum down midway between the Saints 25 and their own try line. Holding to feed. Holding comes up with the ball. Hull move up very quickly. Beavers attacked in half-back. It's a Paul Loughlin, but Hull moving up very quickly. Bring Paul Loughlin down. Just 10 minutes gone of the game, and Hull in a 4 points to 0 lead. That third minute, a John Sharp try. But Saints still pegged in their own 25. The ball coming back to Loughlin for the kick upfield, but he dummies and decides to run it. Referee Berry signifies this is the sixth and last tackle. Neil Holding over to this main stand side. Finds touch right on the halfway line. It's going to be scrummed down with a Hull feed. Craig Coleman to feed. Well, finer example there of second row feeding you won't wish to see. Right in front of referee Berry. You give him a chance to let it go the first time, but for reform, the scrum had to reform, but he's penalising this time. And Neil Holding finds touch just short of the Hull 25. Bernard Dwyer. Cosgrove on the dummy run. Saints take it left. Shane Cooper, field house back to Cooper. On to Roy Haggerty coming from deep. Michael O'Connor does well. He takes that ball from Haggerty. It's 10 yards short of the Hull 25. Inside to Paul Vartin. Still steaming forward, Vartin. Finally hauled back by Hull hooker Lee Jackson. Cosgrove from acting half-back. Short ball onto Fieldhouse. The ball's loose. Hull come up with it. Quickly on the break. Bring it over to the Hull left. Out to Dane O'Hara. A good tackle there from Michael O'Connor. every inch of this ground, as he did at Central Park on Saturday. Good tackle from Bernard Dwyer there. Paul Fletcher at dummy half, takes it left to Tim Wilby. It's Hull in possession now. Now bringing it left. Andy Dannett coming through there. Good burst from this prop forward. Craig Coleman. Short ball out to number 4, Richard Price. Just evades Paul's Borting's tackle, but runs right into Tony Burke and Roy Haggerty. It's Lee Jackson at dummy half for Hull. Taking it right. Solid tackling there. John Fieldhouse and David Cosgrove in. It's a 6th tackle for Hull. Craig Coleman. Rubbers crossfield. Les Quirk takes it comfortably. Well positioned, Les Quirk. Right into his arms. And he's brought down midway between the halfway line and the Saints 25. Short ball to Paul Loughlin. Over the halfway line. Stretching his legs. Can he outpace this Hull defence? No, Paul Fletcher there brings him down. Another Hull defender comes in. But Loughlin is to a judge to have dropped the ball. Knocked on. I think Shane Cooper didn't come up with it, but the ball being knocked forward. Hull come up with the ball from that scrum. The first clean scrum we've had. Hull now just 10 yards outside their own 25, but he loses the ball. He manages to regather it, constituting a scrum down. Came through on the burst there. The ball went to ground. It's another scrum just 10 yards outside the Hull 25. It's Saints to feed. Neil Holding there, back in at the number 7 spot. After his injury, his first time in the number 7 spot originally. He had to make do with the substitute role, but Hull come up with the ball. Quickly move it to the left. Bill Beaver's in there, good tackle onto Gary Pearce. Paul Fletcher at dummy half, Hull moving it quickly. Well, Dwyer tackled the man there, but he was going down in the tackle. The whole crowd are baying for his head, but it was number 11 Wilby coming through, and he was going down in the tackle, so there was no intent there at all. But Hull have been awarded a penalty. Gary Pearce looks as though he's going to have a go for goal. About 35 to 40 yards away from the posts, and 15 yards in from this main stand side here at the Boulevard. Well, when Saints played Hull at Nosey Road earlier on in this season, it was a debut at home anyway for Paul Vaulting, Michael O'Connor and Mike Carrington. Certainly Hull bottom of the table at that stage, and an emphatic win was expected, but Hull came through and won by 20 points to 9. Gary Pearce there makes no mistake with that. 17 minutes of this first half. And Gary Pearce pops that penalty goal over. Extends Hull's lead to 6 points to 0. So a good start for Hull after 17 minutes, 6 points up. Deep kick right onto the Hull line. Bernard Dwyer, good tackling machine. Dwyer quickly in, brings the man down, but Hull certainly looked full of running really hard into the Saints defence. And Cosgrove quickly in there. There's the kick downfield. Mike Carrington. Thought he got it there, but he knocks on. inside the 25. So scrum down now, putting Hull back on the attack. The Hull feed, but referee Berry not happy with the scrum. Well, into the second row again, but he lets it go this time. Hull move it quickly over to the right, but Beaver's moving up. Brings his man down. O'Hara from acting half-back, driving upfield. Number 10 forward there, David Boyle. There's another Aussie in the Hull ranks. Lee Jackson at dummy half. Craig Coleman, ball back to Coleman, change of direction, brings it left. Short ball to Gary Pearce. Good tackle there from Paul Barton. And Hull with an overlap on the left. A good tackle from Barton. Sixth and final tackle in this set for Hull. Back for a drop goal from Gary Pearce. It goes to the left of the post. Phil Beaver's there, well positioned at the back of the sticks. But the ball went to the left, so it's a 25 tap restart for the Saints. John Fieldhouse, first man in. Turning around in the tackle, looking to release, but can't do so this time. Tony Burke, Saints on the prop. Cosgrove at dummy half, onto Haggerty. Tries to feed it inside to Holding, but it goes back. And Hull come up with the ball, Richard Price. Haggerty always there trying to release that ball and get things going for the Saints. Well, it hit Neil Holding, and Richard Price snapped it up after it bounced off Neil Holding. Craig Coleman. Yeah, most of the moves here revolving around Coleman and Pearce. Andy Dallett, big number 8 prop for Hull. Just penetrates the Saints 25. Coleman again with a crossfield grubber. The ball going touching goal as Paul Eastwood heard down that right wing for Hull. Quick play the ball from Neil Holding. Paul Varting coming up as first receiver. And Hull penalised. They're moving up too quickly at the play the ball. A penalty for Saints. Paul Loughlin to kick upfield for the added yardage. Finds touch 15 yards inside the Hull half. David Cosgrove to play the ball. Tony Burke first man in, but Mike Carrington comes round. Brought down about 2 or 3 yards short of the Hull 25. On to Tony Burke. Breaking through the tackles, Burke. Tremendous forward. Finally brought down about 20 yards from the Hull line. But nothing on there for Tony Burke when he got the ball. Inside to Haggerty. Turns inside to release it to Cosgrove, but couldn't let it go. Saints bring it right. John Fieldhouse. Beavers on his right. I thought he'd give it Beavers then, but Fieldhouse takes the tackle. Cosgrove at dummy half. Saints take it left. Cooper, short ball there to Bernard Dwyer. Tries to turn it back inside, but good clamp tackle from loose forward Gary DeBorte. Last tackle of this set of 6 for Saints. Paul Varting sees the gap. Kicks through. Follows his own kick, but it's too deep. It goes dead. But still Hull ball. They're going to restart with a 25-yard tap. 21 minutes of the first half gone. And Hull still with the 6 points to nil lead. Dwyer quickly in there on Gary Pearce. Lee Jackson at acting half-back for Hull. Going on his own. Bernard Dwyer tackles him. Tony Burke in there for assistance. Craig Coleman acting half-back. Hull moving it to the right. Number 11 Tim will be there for Hull. Hull moving it right again. Paul Eastwood, I beg your pardon, Paul Fletcher linking up there in the back division. The last tackle now of this set of 6. As takes it comfortably, comes crossfield, straightens up, brought down 10 yards short of the halfway. Shane Cooper releases it left. It's a Paul Vortin, but a good tackle there from Vortin. I should say on Vortin. John Fieldhouse from acting half-back, flicks it inside. Vortin scoops it up. The ball passed back towards Saints' posts. And Tony Burke comes up with it. What a knock on Rould. So Hull certainly coming in and putting Saints under a lot of pressure. Moving up quickly into the tackle. Scrum down just barely inside the Saints half. One against the head there, but referee Berry's not satisfied with it. Well, surely Coleman never retired there, but Hull come up with the ball. Feed it inside to Gary Pearce. Still going, finally brought down. But it's Hull putting it together now. Tim Wilby, left. Gary devoted acting half-back, going on his own. Dwyer and Vortin bring him to ground. Andy Dannett there bursting through. 15 yards from the Saints line. Saints penalised there. Bernard Dwyer being adjudged to have wrenched the ball from Andy Dannett's hands. So Hull awarded the penalty. Surely they'll have another goal from this distance. Gary Pearce it is stepping up. See if we can tag these extra 2 points on. The Saints just being penalised there. Paul Farber, a noticeable absentee, out with an ankle injury which he sustained in training last night. Michael O'Connor out there, he receives a lot of attention there, especially from Kurt Sorensen on Saturday. Ray French deemed it as not a high tackle, but you could see there Michael O'Connor visibly fell over. I believe he had to go to hospital for concussion. But he's back here today. But Gary Pearce tags the extra points on there. So after 26 minutes of this first half, Hull extend the lead by another 2 points. 8 points to 0 now in Hull's favour. Certainly Saints hardly been up in the Hull 25. Well, Loughlin kicks crossfield, taken by Paul Eastwood, I would imagine, over there on the far side. Hull forward running hard. Try scorer there, John Sharp, coming through from deep. And it's Hull moving up field. 10-15 yards at every run, and Craig Coleman sets him over there to the right onto Eastwood. Up to go on the outside, but came back on the inside. Coleman again. Hull bringing it left onto Pearce. Back to Paul Fletcher, linking up. I imagine he'll have a go for drop goal here, will they? Yes, Coleman lining himself up. After a lot of studying there, referee Berry waves it away. The ball going to the left of the posts. Certainly Hull moved upfield there, lots of good hard running. You see what their idea was, come away with points on the board. The Saints forced to start with a 25 tap restart. David Boyle, one of the tacklers in there, on Bernard Dwyer. Fieldhouse turns it inside. The Saints regather it. Good hard run from Fieldhouse. He turned round trying to spread the ball, but had to take the tackle. Hull moving up very quickly, and Shane Cooper unable to get the ball going there. Neil Holding, Grubbers for touch. Not going to reach. Jane O'Hara takes it comfortably. Goes inside. Super tackle there from Cosgrove, I think it was. No, Tony Burke. But Hull still moving it. Lee Jackson attacks it half-back. Taking it right to Coleman, on to John Sharp. Jackson again. Hull moving it right. Straightening it up, bringing it centre field. David Boyle. Brought down 5 yards short of the Saints 25. Reverse pass there. It's all certainly putting it together. Laughlin brings his man to a halt. Finally bounces into the ground. Last tackle of this set of 6. David Boyle gets through. Well, the tackle counts, wave clean, but Hull back on the attack. Dane O'Hara, but he kicks upfield. He mustn't have seen the referee with the tackle count clean. The Saints are back in possession. Certainly Hull very lucky to get another 6 tackles on the sheet there, with Boyle kicking the ball through. Right at the Saints player, but referee Berry were judged another 6 tackles. The Saints in possession. 10 yards outside their own 25. David Cosgrove wants a quick play of the ball. He brings it blindside. On to Roy Haggerty. Solid tackling from Dane O'Hara and Andy Dallett. Neil Holding thinks it's upfield, right into the arms of Paul Fletcher, who goes crossfield over to the right wing. Paul Eastwood on his outside. Slips a lovely ball to Eastwood, but Laughlin brings him down with an ankle tap. Managed to get up, but Saints' cover was back. It's Hull still in possession. Saints penalised for offside. Right in front of the sticks. I would imagine they'll have a go for goal. Just about 30 yards out. And more or less right in the centre. Just half an hour gone of this game now. Hull still with an 8-0 lead. And Gary Pearce looking to extend the Hull lead to 10 points. Saints just being caught offside right in front of the sticks. Well, Hull, after a very shaky start, coming back on song, and they beat the mighty Leeds at Headingley 13 points to 6. Also this season, as I said, they took the scalp of St Helens at Nosey Road, and they've also took 2 points off Wigan. And there Pearce banged it over. So 31 minutes of the game gone, and Hull with a 10-0 lead. It's kicking off from that Gary Pearce penalty. Hull bring the ball upfield, just approaching the halfway line. Certainly Saints will have to put a tackling stint in, as they did at Wigan against Widnes last Saturday. Certainly tattle their hearts out. And we're going to have to put it together this evening. Fifth tackle now. Instead of the 6th tackle for Hull. Michael O'Connor going in there. Hull bring it left. Richard Price rubbers it through, but Dane O'Hara tried to hack it on. But the ball going dead. But this touch judge on the near side coming on to report to referee Berry. There's some confrontation going on there. Referee Berry, he's in charge. He's overruled the touch judge. Obviously he saw what's gone on, what the touch judge was indicating. The Saints allowed to restart with a 25-yard tap. Tony Burke. Brought down midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway. Neil Holding, Saints taking it crossfield. Shane Cooper looking to create the gap, but unable to do much so far this evening. All moving up very quickly. Neil Holding from acting half-back, trying to scoot through, but no way through for him. Last tackle and the ball back to Beavers for the kick-up field. Michael O'Connor up there, but Paul Fletcher takes it well. Bernard Dwyer in at the tackle. Not much gets past Bernard Dwyer. Dane O'Hara there, attacked in half-back, but Saints penalised again for moving up too quickly. Had to play the ball. Paul Walton over the centre field with referee Berry and Paul Eastwood, who's going to kick upfield to gain further yardage up towards the Saints line for Hull. The fine touch 10 yards from the Saints 25, so it's Hull putting more pressure on. Obviously a plan move there. Coleman passes it through his legs. Hull bring it out, can keep it going. Richard Price did well there, looks as though he's going to feed inside, but nearly got taken into touch. Andy Dannett coming through from deep. It's all Hull at present. 10 points to 0 in the lead. And certainly peppering the Saints line. Just penetrated it once with that 3rd minute sharp try. And 3 penalty goals from Gary Pearce. 6 tackle now for Hull. Mike Carrington takes it with ease this time. Hands one off. Just gets over the 25. Comes in for some solid tackling from the Hull outfit. And John Fieldhouse now. Spreads it out to Neil Holding. Gives the dummy, changes direction. Cosgrove brings it over to Haggerty. Just managed to fend off one Haggerty, but that went down in the tackle. Coming for the ball there. Well, Saints move up quickly, yes, capitalise on it. Hull should have had that ball, but very slow there. Martin missed it initially. But Saints capitalised on it. Move it quickly, Neil Holding, change of direction. Inside to Beavers, diagonal run. Well, the touch judge on the far side on for perhaps a late tackle on Phil Beavers coming through there. No, it's not Phil Beavers that's down, there is a Saints player down there. Just on the 25, Saints physio Tim Deakin there just treating him now. The far side referee, the far side touch judge is on reporting to the referee. And I think a Hull man's been sent off from the field of play completely for an elbow. The referee has stopped the clock. Looks like number 8, Andy Dannett, I think. Number 8, Andy Dannett, I believe, sent from the field of play completely. So Hull down to 12 men for the rest of this game. Saints kick up field. Gain added yardage, well under these new strict rules, or supposedly strict rules by referee Lindop, or ex-referee Lindop. All tackles above the head, late tackles and trips are automatically sending off offence. Referee Berry stood no mess in that time. The touch judge on the far side coming on, and Dannett judged to have used an elbow. And he's sent from the field of play. Saints still yet to get on the board, trailing by 10 points to 0. Time running out in this first half, just about 3 minutes of normal time remaining, plus just perhaps a minute of stoppage time. It's Hull moving up very quickly, forcing the Saints back. It's the last tackle of this set of 6. Michael O'Connor looking for the gap, releases the ball onto Barton. He did well, but he couldn't get it out any further. So it's the changeover, the first changeover of this match. Coleman trying to get his players going, moving it quickly to the right. Coleman again at dummy half for Hull. Certainly tick round this Aussie scrum half. Tim will be there. Brought down with the ball, Hull driving it upfield. Good spirited run, but equally solid tackling there from the Saints. As Hull there nearly broke the Saints' ranks. Last tackle of this set of 6. Phil Beavers there. Retrieves the ball after Gary Pearce grubbering through. Mike Carrington going in field. Just a minute of normal time left on the clock. Loughlin coming through from that ball from Shane Cooper. Les Quirk looming on his right, but he couldn't see him coming through, so it's take it blindside. Gonna try and get points on the board before this half-time hooter. Neil Holding, that's to take him on. Short ball to Bernard Dwyer. Haggerty was inside. Oh, Bernard Dwyer, yes. Walks right through Paul Fletcher. Should have had him there. Fletcher is usually a safe pair of hands, but Bernard Dwyer, good ball there. And Saints get the first points on the board. 39 minutes, just a minute before the half-time hooter. Bernard Dwyer goes over for a try. Good play from the Saints there, steaming upfield. Dwyer latched onto the end of it, running hard. Only the full-back to beat. Haggerty looming on his inside. But whether the full-back was taken in two minds, I don't know. But he didn't complete the tackle. Certainly the easiest of tries for the Saints there. Paul Loughlin, just a formality. Gets Saints back in with a shout at half-time. Oh, virtually at half-time. 10 points to 6 now, still in Hull's favour. Bernard Dwyer's 5th try of the season. There goes the half-time hooter. Not enough time to kick off, so that score just coming in the nick of time. Certainly it's been all Hull this first half. They opened the scoring in the 3rd minute with a sharp try, and then penalty goals from Pearce in the 17th, 26th and 31st minute. So Hull 10-0 in the lead. Saints just coming back there to the death in this first half. And Bernard Dwyer coming through there at pace, beating Paul Fletcher, usually a safe pair of hands, Fletcher, but walls past him, touchdown behind the sticks, goal by Paul Loughlin. So it's half-time, 10 points to 6 in Hull's favour, and we're still on the air. With you now at the Boulevard for the second half of the Stones Bitter League clash. Saints trailing by 10 points to 6. All down to 12 men with Andy Dannett being sent from the field of play. Elbow on the Saints player. It's Hull kick off deep. Paul Loughlin takes it. Hull moving up very quickly, and certainly they've got to do a lot of tackling in the second half, being that one man short. No substitutions for either team in the first half or at half time. Bernard Dwyer picks up that loose ball, a rather sloppy ball there coming cross field. Holding, back to Loughlin, gives the dummy, decides to run it, looks as though he's going to kick it. David Cosgrove attacked in half back now. 6th tackle, back to Neil Holding now. Cross field grubber, yes, good kick from Holding there, beats Paul Eastwood. It's going to move it, or looks as though he was going to move it to the right. Change of direction back inside to Neil Holding. He grubbered over here to the main stand side and finds touch just on the Hull 25. Saints being penalised, loose arm in the scrum, so the first penalty of this second half going Hull's way. penalised for loose arm, but look how slow the old hooker Lee Jackson is getting up. So Eastwood finds touch right on the halfway line. Eastwood to restart. Plays it to Coleman, back inside goes Eastwood. Dwyer and Roy Haggerty, so it's second row pairing, bringing to ground. David Boyle feeds it inside to Gary Devorty. To Coleman, rubbers for touch, yes. Good rubber kick there from Coleman, tagging the Saints back. Finds touch just inside the Saints 25. Saints feed now. Neil holding. Temper's getting a little frayed, and Boyle and Fieldhouse. More on the David Boyle side. He was the aggressor, going powering in there to John Fieldhouse. He's just defending himself. The touch judge and referee quickly in there. It's Fieldhouse and Boyle. Obviously it's going to be called over. Temper's getting a little frayed, and so it's being penalised for an infringement at that scrum. Referee Berry has already awarded the penalty Hull's way. Just 10 yards in and right on the 25. Eastwood going to kick upfield, just getting a few more added yards for Hull. He finds touch 10 yards from the Saints line. So it's Fletcher from the play of the ball going forward. The ball coming loose, he picks it up and goes towards the line, but the referee has judged him to have knocked on. Certainly looks as though the ball had come backwards in my opinion, but referee Berry for diving in at the scrum. Referee Berry penalises Saints twice in quick succession. Shane Cooper going querying the decision, but Hull elect to run it. Eastwood drives for the line. He's only brought down a couple of yards short. It's forced back, but it's Hull putting the pressure on. A man short. David Boyle driving for the line. Being forced back. Hull again. Bland move. No way through. The Saints defence is holding firm at present. Fletcher at acting halfback, trying to go through on his own. No way through for him. That's the 4 out of these 6 tackles. Gary Devorty coming for the line. Powering his way through, but he lost the ball in his efforts to get through. Super tackling from the Saints. Shake Gary Devorty in his boots, and he loses the ball as he's powering towards the line. Well, third scrum in quick succession. Clean one this time for the Saints. Neil Holding feeds and comes out the back of the scrum with the ball without referee Berry managing to get the whistle to his lips this time. Paul Vorton straightening up, centre field, just outside the Saints 25 line. John Fieldhouse. Long run from Fieldhouse, powers his way over the 25. Saints bring it blindside. Roy Haggerty again. Inside to Les Quirk, gathers it, goes crossfield. Saints just losing the way a little. Quick hands across. Good ball there. Onto Michael O'Connor. Comes in speed, still going O'Connor. Onto Bernard Dwyer. Strong 40-yard movement upfield for the Saints, but it's the last tackle of this set of 6. Onto Shane Cooper. Grubbers for touch, yes. Finds touch right by the Hull 25. So after Saints moving up field. Good hands there from the Saints. The ball coming back to Cooper. He grubbered for touch and finds it on the Hull 25. So let's hope we have a little bit of luck with the feed here. It's going to be a Hull feed. But, I should say a little bit of luck with the scrum. Referee Berry not happy with the first scrum. Let's Hull come up with the ball. In the road 25, Phil Beaver's moving up very quickly. Craig Coleman from acting half-back. Paul Vartin and Shane Cooper bringing to ground. All moving it quickly, looking to create space. Nice short ball there, but Lachlan and Bernard Dwyer well positioned. Craig Coleman now trying to set the movements, going for the Hull outfit. David Boyle it is. Lee Jackson. Jackson losing his footing, and Roy Haggerty penalised there for an alleged swipe. The whole partisan Hull crowd are baying for his dismissal from the field of play. From the ensuing penalty, Hull fine touch 10 yards inside the Saints half. Lee Jackson coming up to restart play. Eastwood. Fieldhouse brings him to ground. Craig Coleman now. Change of direction, brings it blindside onto, I think that's loose forward. Gary DeVorty. So it's number 11 this time, Tim Wilby. Hull now switching play. Try scorer there, John Sharp. Coleman. Play from Hull, trying to take the Saints defence out, creating the gap and slipping the neat ball on, but it's David Boyle. Last tackle now for Hull. Well, Bernard Dwyer penalised for allegedly trying to wrench the ball from David Boyle's hands, I think, and unfortunately, in his frustration, must have said something to the referees, further penalised, so it's a chance for Hull to get more points on the board. Just about 20 yards out and just slightly to the left of the posts. Hull still leading by 10 points to 6. 9 minutes of the second half gone. No scoring in this second half up to this penalty goal attempt. It's Gary Pearce again. Already successful with 3 penalty goal conversions. Shouldn't have much problem with this and extend Hull's lead to 12 points to 6. So it's Pearce there, strikes the ball well. Yes, slots it between the sticks. So Hull extend the lead to 6 points, 12 points to 6 now. To kick off. Last season we played Hull 3 times. We also played them in the 3rd round of the John Play Trophy at St Helens. 20 points to 16. We beat them there, and in the league clashes at St Rosy Road we beat them out of sight 64 points to 2 when Shane Cooper scored his 6 tries. And then in the which was another rearranged fixture here at the Boulevard. An unexpected win, really, as Hull were playing well to the latter end of the season, and Saints run out winners by 20 points to 8. But Saints are penalised from that kick-off after that Pearce goal. Hull are electing to go for goal. So, as I say, we're just 11 minutes of this second half gone, and Hull have had 6 penalties awarded to them against Saints none. Gary Pearce is certainly on song, and Saints have been penalised. He's eligible to go for a kick from the halfway line, right on the centre spot. He's going to make it count. Hull are down to 12 men. With the dismissal of Andy Dannett 4 minutes before the half-time hooter. And there goes Pearce. Will it carry? No, but it goes dead. So Neil Holding making a spirited effort to try and catch it. But Saints are going to have to drop out from the 25. But Hull back in possession. Coming in field, centre field, running hard. One of Hull's Kiwis. 4 Kiwis from the early 80s. Solid tackle from Fieldhouse on O'Hara. Paul Barton quickly in there. Solid tackle from this Aussie packman. Craig Coleman pegging the Saints back. 10 yards inside the Saints 25. Saints feed, Neil Holding to feed. Referee Berry not happy with the scrum. And the ball coming out against the head there. So Hull back. The attack. Craig Coleman. Wilby driving for the line. Saints will have to sustain the pressure. Usually when the team has one man sent off, depleted ranks, and they certainly put it together. Hull certainly doing that this evening. Fletcher. 10-yard burst there from the acting half-back. Last tackle of this set of 6. Hull going for a drop goal, yes. Pearce pops it over there, extends Hull's lead now to 13 points to 6. So 13 points now for Hull, all but 3 of them to Gary Pearce. Saints making a substitution now there. Darren Blewer coming on to replace Neil Holding. Saints kick off and Hull are back in possession. Still going. Right on the halfway line. Well, Saints penalised for not releasing the man. Paul Varting querying the decision with the referee and being taken back another 10 yards. Shane Cooper coming up to query the referee Berry's decision. But Hull are going to go for goal. Well, a tremendous penalty award. 9 penalties to Hull in this second half. Only quarter of an hour gone. None to Saints. And Hull taking the scrums 2-1 at present in this second half. Just making a substitution there with Neil Holding coming on for Darren Blewer. Well, they're on about these referees. They're paying them £70 a week. I should have said £70 a match, and there's a few of them been downgraded. Referee Valente been downgraded also. Referee Alice, I believe, is under the axe, and after referee Haig last week against Widnes in the John Player semi-final, he certainly didn't do us any favours at St Helens. It's Gary Pearce, 40 yards out, centre field. Yes, having a successful night with his kicking. Extends Hull's lead to 15 points to 6. Hull making a substitution now with Paul Wellham coming on for number 11, Tim Wilby. fresh man in the Hull pack, but they're still down to 12 men. Scored 5 points without reply in the second half. And I think that must be the deliberate mistake. Saints have been awarded a penalty right under the Hull sticks. For mouthing, referee Berry indicating to his mouth there as if somebody said something to him, obviously questioning his judgment. So a chance for Paul Loughlin there to reduce the deficit for the Saints. Just composing himself, already successful with one conversion this evening. Strokes it well and true, right between the sticks. Reduces the Hull lead now to 7 points, 15 points to 8. Still in the lead. Hull are going to have to kick off, and the Saints will have to put their act together and drive upfield, and hopefully it's tries we need. Takes it as Hull move up quickly. Paul Wellham quickly in there, getting his first touch in the game. Saints bring it blindside. Tony Burke powers his way through. Solid tackle. David Boyle and Paul Wellham quickly in there. Saints bring it blindside. Bernard Dwyer. Had a good game, Bernard Dwyer. Certainly been in the thick of things. Darren Blewer kicks it directly into touch. There's going to be a scrum down from where the ball was kicked, which is just 10 yards outside the Saints' 25-yard line. Craig Coleman to feed. Yes, blatant feeding from Coleman right in front of the referee, and I make that only Saints' second penalty. There with the first one just coming in the 17th minute of the second half, which Paul Loughlin converted into points. So Saints kick upfield. Craig Coleman penalised after Darren Blewer putting the ball directly into touch. David Cosgrove plays it to himself, drives upfield. Darren Blewer attacked in half-back. Bernard Dwyer saw the gap. Dwyer tried to move through it, but the Hull defence holds firm. Saints getting tangled up. Knock on being ruled there, and Blewer and Fieldhouse just getting tangled up a little. All in possession now. Gary Devote from acting half-back. Coleman takes it inside. Hull still in possession. Lee Jackson, the hooker for Hull, from acting half-back, tries to drive upfield. Craig Coleman now. Leaves it right to Gary Pearce. Long ball to Fletcher, coming inside to Eastwood. Haggerty has him. Paul Barton up there, but it's the last tackle of this set of 6 for Hull. Jackson at dummy half, the ball back to Pearce. Grubbers downfield. Nice Quirk, gathers it in his in-goal area. Jackson comes to get him, but Quirk was up centre field. His power took him past the first tackler. He's finally brought down on the Saints 25. Blewer onto Carrington, coming in field, not had much to do this evening as Michael Carrington. Bernard Dwyer. Unlucky there, Darren Blewer just looming on his right. Saints are awarded the penalty for Hull. knocking the ball out of snatching the ball out of Bernard Dwyer's hands. Laughlin powers the ball upfield. Finds touch midway between the Hull 25 and the halfway. Tony Burke now, powering his way through. Just does well, keeps in field. Bernard Dwyer attacks in half-back. So it's in possession, but some solid tackling from the Hull outfit. All firm, Paul Barton. Brought down centre field on the Hull 25. Dwyer movement with Bluer, no. Bluer brings it left to Cooper. On to Paul Laughlin, but solid tackle out from the Hull line. First time in the second half, so it's anywhere near the Hull line. It's John Fieldhouse looking to release it. Thought better of it, but Hull down to 12 men, still holding firm. Cooper, on to Darren Bluer. Solid tackle there on Bluer. Quick clear the ball, onto Beavers. Shows it, drives upfield. Still going Phil Beavers. Brought down, said, oh, the ball's released to Haggerty. Tries to take it over to the right wing for the Saints, but solid tackling from Hull. Bluer chips through. Hull come up with it. Brought down right in front of the post, but 10 yards away from the line. Paul Wellham, that acting half-back. Lee Jackson, the Hull hooker. Takes the ball left. Hull powering upfield. Certainly run hard all night. 15 points to 8 in the lead, and just 15 minutes of this game remaining. Sixth and final tackle for Hull. The ball kicked downfield. Goes well. Gary DeBorte, I think it was, that kicked that ball. Bounced behind Les Quirk and bounced on the end and went in the Hull 25. It's run down just inside the Saints 25. Darren Bluer to feed. Well, Darren Bluer penalised for feeding. We've certainly seen worse than that tonight. So it's going to make a double substitution now. Just brought down inches short of the line. Craig Coleman, but he's forced back. Beavers forces him back. Good tackling from Saints Australian fullback. David Boyle driving for the line. Saints defence holding firm at present. Coleman now with a bit of space. Onto Gary Pearce. Hull forced back. 10 yards away from the Saints line. Solid tackling from the Saints. We're going to have another drop goal attempt here, or are Hull going to run it? They're going to run it. Craig Coleman tries to grub it through. Fieldhouse couldn't take it. He knocks it on. Hull making a substitution now with Tim Wilby coming back on, replacing David Moon. And Neil Holding coming back on to replace Shane Cooper and Sean Allen for Roy Haggerty. Still piling the pressure on. Paul Fletcher offering the dummy. It's Hull putting the pressure on the Saints now. Craig Coleman looking for the gap, tries to get through. Feeds it inside to Paul Wellham. Pulling over over for a try. It certainly looked a bit of a forward pass from Coleman to Wellham, but the referee's right on the job. He was brought down after Wellham had gone over the try line. Hull extend the lead now to 19 points to 8, with just a formality for Pearce. It's 21 points to 8 it's going to be when Gary Pearce converts this Wellham try. Saints making a double substitution there with Neil Holding coming on and Sean Allen. Hull also making another substitution with Wilby coming back on, and Hull still down to 12 men after 4 minutes before the interval of the first half. But they make it count. It's 21 points to 8 now, with just 12 minutes of normal time remaining. Certainly Saints will have to put a lot together to get back in the hunt. 13 points deficit. And the whole crowd come alive now. Certainly been putting it together of late. The ball going into touch off a Hull player's legs there from the kick-off. It's strung down on the Hull 25. It's a Saints feed. Darren Blewett to feed. Ball comes out Saints side. Holding. Carrington coming in field. Diagonal run. Quick play the ball wanted by Blewett. He gets it. And to Vortin. He straightens up. Takes it out to Carrington again, who turns it back inside. Onto John Fieldhouse. Looking for support, but he loses the ball. Wellham, the try scorer, comes up with it. And Hull are back in possession. Craig Coleman, attacking half-back. Turns it in field onto Gary Devorty. Powering his way through. Tony Burke and Bernard Dwyer. Bernard Dwyer and Cosgrove in there. He's certainly done a hell of a lot of tackling as Bernard Dwyer. But Hull, they're running it. Gary Pearce taking inside to Craig Coleman. Well, I think the changeover being ruled there by referee Berry. The change over there. The Saints now spreading it right. Sean Allen, first touch. Still stood in the tackle, finally brought to ground just short of the halfway line. Saints taking it on the blind side. Paul Vortin sees the gap, tries to scoot through. No way through for him. Hull tackling held firm, as the 21 points to 8 scoreline suggests. Ball to Fieldhouse. Wellham and John Sharp quickly in there. Saints bring it blindside. Bluer gives the dummy. Short ball to Bernard Dwyer. Powering his way through. Beavers linking up on the inside, but he couldn't release it. Sean Allen. Darren Bluer offers the dummy. Saints spread it right. On to Michael Carrington. Strong runner over there to the far side. He's brought down about 5 yards short. It's the last tackle. So he's going to have to spread it right across the line. I think the ball has been released, but Hull will come up with it. Well, they will come up with it. It's the changeover. Pegged in their own 25. Strong running from Hull from the acting half-back position. Bernard Dwyer in and Sean Allen again. Gary Devorty breaks the defence onto Paul Wellham. Oh, now moving it quickly. Coleman. Short ball there, but they lose it. The ball's still loose. It's anybody's. The scrum down being ruled. It's a near side touch judge coming on to report to referee Berry. So no doubt that'll be a Hull penalty if this touch judge on the near side's anything to do with it. Obviously the scrum being ruled. Saints feed. Saints come up with it. Michael O'Connor. For an infringement at the play of the ball. Saints just catching up a bit on the penalty count. I make it 10 to 5 now, still in Hull's favour. Time running out for the Saints, just 7 minutes of normal time remaining, trailing by 13 points. Got to score 3 times with that 13-point deficit. At 1 point drop goal from Gary Pearce. To Bernard Dwyer. Neil Holding now. On to Sean Allen. Forced down but gets up again. Last tackle of this set of 6 for the Saints. Run after run it, trailing by 13 points. Barton gives the up and under, diagonal up and under. The Hull man takes it, quickly in there. Bounces him to the ground. It's Paul Eastwood that takes it. Took it well. Pressure kick. Dwyer and Quirk in there at the tackle. Hull spreading it left. Loose ball. Michael O'Connor on the end of it. For the line. Well, a mix-up over there on the far side. Michael O'Connor on the end of that ball. He rubbered through to try and follow it up, but a knock-on, I believe, being ruled by referee Berry. As you probably heard there on the PA system, Phil Windley coming on now with 5 minutes to go. Substitution for Craig Coleman. He certainly had a good game. He's been the general, as he has in the 3 meetings where Hull have played St Helens this season. Saints there with a penalty. Neil Holding keeps the ball moving. Bernard Dwyer heading for the line, centre field. Brought down just about 8 yards short, but he's lost the ball. Hull come up with it. In possession, Phil Windley, I think that is, with his first touch. Moving upfield, considering Hull have got a man down from 4 minutes short of the half-time interval. Scored 11 points in the second half with just 2 points for the Saints. Gary DeVorte. Well taken by Phil Beavers, moves it quickly over to the right. Les Quirk. Mrs. Quirk out, onto Michael O'Connor, then onto Michael Carrington. Turning up the right wing, but solid tackle there. Jane O'Hara. Saints play it quickly. Beavers linking up. Onto Sean Allen, diagonal run. This utility pack-man last year when Saints had that rearranged evening fixture. Sean Allen was plunged in at the hooking role. He's played in all the forward roles and in most of the backs as well. Certainly a utility player in the meaning of utility. But Saints there, John Fieldhouse going through. Lost the ball in the tackle. Hull back in possession. Just 3 minutes of normal time remaining. An emphatic win for Hull tonight, 21 points to 8 in the lead in at present. Certainly Saints can't come back from this 13-point deficit. Well, the Hull man of the match there just been announced, Gary Pearce. It's certainly between him and Craig Coleman. But Pearce, he's done all the kicking, hammered the Saints in the kicking department. But Hull are still in possession. It's the last tackle of this set of 6. Pearce scrubbers for touch. This bounces in front of Michael Carrington and goes into touch. The scrum down just 10 yards inside the Saints half. Saints feed. Darren Blewer over there on the far side. Neil Holding just retrieving the ball for Darren Blewer. The ball comes out Hull side. Another one against the head. Hull move it quickly to the right. Neil Holding having to move in equally as quick to complete the tackle. To the end of that short ball from Phil Windley, but it's Hull now moving it to the right. Gary Pearce kicking again, really fine touch, just hits the flag and goes touching goal. The Saints start with a 25-yard tap, restart. Les Quirk coming through at pace. Solid Hull tackling, Hull firm. Just about a minute of normal time remaining. As I said before, certainly the results are beyond doubt. Saints in possession, 10 yards from the Hull. The halfway line, I should say. Certainly Saints only been in the Hull 25 about once in the second half of this game. Just coming back at the end of the first half with that Bernard Dwyer try, but that's the only try we've got to show. Quick hands. Michael O'Connor, lofted ball over to Paul Loughlin. Has to take him on Loughlin as the Hull defence comes in quickly. Eastwood and Diverty quickly in there. Certainly shown the mettle this evening. Fieldhouse scrubbers through. Runs through Fletcher's hands, goes into touch. So it's going to be a Saints feed. Well, kick from John Fieldhouse there on the 6th tackle. Uncharacteristic of this international packman. The ball running through Paul Fletcher's hands and going into touch. Saints go up with the ball, win the heel. Beavers linking up, stretching for the line. Takes it to Michael Carrington on the far side. Going in at the corner. Yes, Michael Carrington goes in right at the death again. 39th minute of this 39th minute of this second half. And Michael Carrington going in. 21 points to 12 the score, and it's just a toss-up whether Paul Loughlin will have well, he'll have time to kick it before the hooter goes, but I wouldn't imagine there'll be much time left. Paul Loughlin there on the far side. Michael Carrington's second try since joining the Saints from Neath Rugby Union. Paul Loughlin unable to convert it. So 21 points to 12. And there's the final hooter. An emphatic win for this Hull side. Saints not in it at all opening the scoring with a sharp try, then 3 Pearce penalty goals. Bernard Dwyer just hitting back right on the half-time hooter, converted by Loughlin. 10-6 at half-time. Then just 4 minutes before the half-time hooter, Andy Dannett sent off for Hull, but it was all Hull second half. A Pearce penalty goal in the 9th minute, a drop goal by Pearce in the 13th minute, another Pearce penalty goal in the 16th minute, then Saints hit back with a Loughlin penalty goal in the 17th minute. Then Wellham coming on after a disputed, well, it looked like a forward pass from Craig Coleman, but Wellham drove over, converted by Pearce, 21-8 for Hull, and then Saints just hitting back, moving it quickly on the far side, and a try by Michael Carrington. Well, we managed to get through after a little bit of barracking from Brian Smith, the Aussie coach for Hull. Obviously he comes up here in the Hull video stand. He didn't like the idea of us being up here, and after a bit of barracking and what have you, we finally was allowed to do the video. I just hope that we will give him the same amount of hospitality when he comes to Nosey Road. So on behalf of your Saints video team, of Brian Pears on camera, myself Ron Hoof, Peter Tushingham Photography and Saints Rugby League Football Club, we bid you farewell from the Boulevard, and we hope you'll join us again next Sunday. We're a rearranged fixture against Halifax at home, but Saints going down, losing 2 points here at the Boulevard, and we just have to get back in good style for against Halifax on Sunday, and then the home match, the derby match against Wigan on Good Friday. Not Good Friday, Boxing Day, I beg your pardon.